welcome to this edition of Elections Unlocked, your one-stop destination for all that's happening in Battleground 2024. Today, our top focus on a show that brings you news with perspective is coming from Maharashtra, where the Maha Vikas Aghadi, the opposition alliance, has finally sealed its contentious seat-sharing deal, including the ticket of Sangli, where there was an arm wrestling almost literally, because the Uddhav Thackeray Sena will fight that seat, where they put up one of Maharashtra's champion wrestlers in a battle for Maharashtra. From 21 seats, the UBT Shiv Sena will be contesting. 17 seats have been left to the Congress and 10 to the Sharad Pawar-led NCP faction. All of it means that the battle for Maharashtra, state with a big prize of 48 Lok Sabha seats, is almost sealed as far as the opposition is concerned. How is it all playing out on the ground? That's our top focus.
After several days of hard negotiations, the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi on Tuesday announced a seat-sharing arrangement for the Lok Sabha election. The Shiv Sena UBT will contest 21 seats, whereas the Congress will fight from 17 seats and Nationalist Congress Party 10 seats. The Shiv Sena UBT, which has unilaterally declared wrestler Chandrahar Patil as its candidate for Sangli, gets to keep it. The Congress has given its claim on Sangli.
इच्छाही सगळ्यांची असते, महत्त्वाकांक्षाही असते, त्याच्याबद्दल काही तो गुन्हा नाही, अपराध नाही, की जिंकण्याचे एक मोठं उद्दिष्ट डोळ्यासमोर ठेवल्यानंतर एका क्षणानंतर या सगळ्या महत्त्वाकांक्षांना आणि इच्छेला आवर घालून आपण कशासाठी आणि कोणासाठी लढतोय ते डोळ्यासमोर ठेवून लढावं लागतं आणि जिंकावं लागतं.
The Sena UBT has given up its claim on Bhiwandi, which is now allotted to Sharad Pawar's NCP. The Congress will contest from the Mumbai North seat, a traditional Shiv Sena seat. The Aghadi partners claimed their alliance is critical if they had to beat Narendra Modi-led NDA.
काँग्रेस हा राष्ट्रीय पक्ष आहे. या तानाशा सरकारने केंद्रातल्या काय ट्रीटमेंट दिलं हे आमचे सगळे काँग्रेसचे कार्यकर्ते आणि देशाची जनता या सगळ्या ट्रीटमेंटला समजून आहे. म्हणजे काँग्रेसने जो जाहीरनामा सामाजिक न्यायाचा दिला त्याला मुस्लिम लीगशी जोडतात आहे, कारण की राष्ट्रवादी आणि शिवसेना हे जे ओरिजिनल पक्ष आहेत त्यांचे दोन्ही नेते आमच्याजवळ बसलेले आहेत.
प्रधानमंत्री एक इंस्टीट्यूशन है, इंस्टीट्यूशन की इज्जत हम लेते हैं, मगर मैं 1958 से आज तक देख रहा हूँ, कई प्रधानमंत्री मुझे दिखे दूर से नजदीक से. इस इंस्टीट्यूशन की इतनी बेइज्जत नरेंद्र मोदी ने जो की, इससे पहले किसी ने नहीं की.
Maharashtra with 48 seats is crucial for both NDA and India bloc. With the splits in Shiv Sena and NCP, the state has become unpredictable. Bureau Report, India Today.
So what's the state of play in that key battleground state of Maharashtra? Joining us now is Girish Kuber, editor of Lok Satta, one of Maharashtra's largest selling newspapers, and Sahil Joshi, editor of Mumbai Tak, the digital arm of India Today, as well as India Today's Mumbai bureau chief. Appreciate both of you joining us. Let's get a sense from you about this state of play. Girish Kuber, how are you looking at this deal that's been sealed by the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi? Is it advantage to the Uddhav Sena? They seem to be emerging as the dominant player within the opposition alliance. Am I correct?
Yeah, it is indeed. Uddhav Sena is a dominant player. But the interesting part of the seat sharing is that the signing of the deal is the easiest thing. What happens after that, it will be more important. And that's exactly Sangli will tell us tomorrow. Because the Congress leadership there, it's upset. There are quite a few Congress leaders like Mumbai Congress chief Eknath Gaikwad's daughter, Varsha Gaikwad. She is upset. She has raised voice about Congress's surrender to Shiv Sena and before Sharad Pawar. So what happens now will decide whether whatever these people have agreed, does it make any sense from the political output point of view. As of now, it looks like just only the deal has been signed. Its success can't be guaranteed.
You know, interesting, you made the point, Congress seems to have almost surrendered to the Shiv Sena. Sahil Joshi, for example, in the entire Mumbai metropolitan region, the Congress has only got 2 seats, one of which Mumbai North is a BJP bastion. It almost seems as if, at least for now, the Congress has taken the back seat and conceded to its allies in the interests of alliance harmony. Is that the way we should see it? That the Congress has taken the back seat and the Uddhav Sena is going to drive this alliance forward now?
Well, that is one way of looking at it. You know, we are only looking at the Mumbai metropolitan region where the Congress is going to contest only 2 seats. But look at Vidarbha, where the Congress is going to contest the maximum number of seats. You know, they have also taken a seat from the Shiv Sena UBT, that is Ramtek and Amravati, which Shiv Sena has been contesting since 1996. What it seems is that when the alliance talks happened, it was decided that the areas which were dominated by the Shiv Sena should be, they should be contesting more number of seats, whereas in Vidarbha, where the Congress itself is very strong to take on the BJP, there the Congress should be getting the larger chunk of the seats. The problem started happening especially from the areas where, every partner wanted at least 1 seat in the region. If you divide Maharashtra in 6 regions, all the partners wanted at least 1 seat in that particular region. Say in Western Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena wanted at least 2 seats, which they were not getting because the Kolhapur seat, which the Shiv Sena has been contesting since 98, the Congress has taken over that particular seat. So, there the conflict started happening. Even now, what Shiv Sena has managed to explain to the Congress as well as the MVA other partners is that the vote transfer from the Congress party in the regions like Mumbai, it's quite a smooth selling. Whereas the vote, Shiv Sena UBT doesn't know how many percentage of the vote they carry with themselves at this point of time after the split in the Shiv Sena. So the Shiv Sena has the leader. Congress has the vote, and the transfer to the Shiv Sena candidate is happening very smoothly. So that is the reason why in MMR region the Shiv Sena should be contesting more number of seats, and that's why what we are seeing is that the Congress is getting only 2 seats from Mumbai. On the other hand, the Congress thinks, Congress comes from the 2009 perspective where the Congress had won all the seats in Mumbai. They had also won seats, a maximum number of seats in Maharashtra at that particular time. But that is not the situation at this point of time. And that is where the MVA partners wanted Congress to get down to the practical level when it comes to the seat sharing. And the main challenge is going to happen when...
But the Congress seems to have accepted that. That is interesting, that the Congress seems to have accepted, at least for now, a secondary role. Remember, there are assembly elections in Maharashtra in September, October, and then the jostling could get even fiercer. But Girish Kuber, all the focus is at the moment on the MVA. But the Mahayuti itself, they've not announced all their candidates either. It almost seems as if both these alliances are struggling to come to terms with accommodating the interests of so many conflicting ambitions.
Correct. And it's not only the names of the candidates. Mahayuti is even much behind than the MVA because it hasn't been able to decide the seat sharing also. The critical issue is of Thane. There are quite a few constituencies where BJP thinks it's stronger. Say Nashik, for example, it wants Chhagan Bhujbal to contest against the Vishesh of Eknath Shinde. So there are lots of wheel within wheels, and every wheel is having some kind of a friction with the other wheel, though they are all rotating in different directions. So this is a serious problem as far as this Mahayuti is concerned.
So is it seat by seat? Would I be right to tell our viewers from across India that Maharashtra is the one state where it is literally a seat by seat battle, 48 seats, correct, but there are no visible trends unlike many other states?
Yeah. That's exactly Maharashtra is important for, because after Uttar Pradesh, we have 48 seats and it's difficult to predict. There are so many players, at least say 5 or 6 players in important constituencies. So margin will be very less. You don't know the outcome, what it will be. So deciding and taking views and kind of extrapolating or crystal ball gazing, it's going to be very difficult, and no one knows. The problem in Maharashtra is that there are so many loose kind of flying objects, So if you deny somebody something, he immediately is in the other party, and that party is willing to offer. So it's like free for all kind of a situation in Maharashtra. It makes political scenario very, very complex.
Sahil Joshi, Girish Kuber, we'll keep tracking Maharashtra with you and as our experts. Yes, Sahil, you want to say something? 30 seconds. I just have 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to add one bit, of course, it's seat to seat in Maharashtra, that's very clear. Interestingly, this is the time when the election will be fought on the arithmetic and the candidate, where the alliance which will get the arithmetic of that particular constituency and the candidate right is going to win that constituency. And that is the reason why Maha Yuti is taking a lot of time. They have not yet been able to finalize their candidate from South Mumbai, not from the North West Mumbai, not from the Nasik, not from Ratnagiri, where they are, the BJP is ready to put up Narayan Rane as a Lok Sabha candidate. So this time the Maharashtra election is not only on the Modi factor, but also the right arithmetic and the right candidate. And that's why it has become very tricky and difficult to predict at this point of time.
And a key element of that arithmetic is vote transfer. Will, for example, the Shiv Sena voter be ready to vote for a Congress candidate? Will, for example, a BJP voter be ready to vote for an Ajit Pawar candidate? All of these factors will play out. Fascinating the way Maharashtra is looking at the moment. It's a Maha mess, if I may call it, a mirror cracked, as some others would call it. Girish Kuber and Sahil Joshi, appreciate you joining me here on the Elections Unlocked. Let's now unlock the election of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, this is a 5-phase Lok Sabha election, and like Maharashtra, Jammu and Kashmir is also expected to hold assembly elections a few months after the Lok Sabha elections, which is why there's a frenzied fight. Here there are just 5 seats between the valley and Jammu, and remember there's also the 1 seat of Ladakh. But for every seat, there is a battle going on. And here too, you're finding that the India-Alliance has finally got some kind of its act together. The National Conference and the Congress have announced a seat-sharing formula, leaving the other party in the India-Alliance, the People's Democratic Party of Mehbooba Mufti, out. 2 seats of Jammu and 1 of Ladakh have gone to the Congress, while the National Conference will contest 3 seats from the Kashmir Valley. The big question now is, will Omar Abdullah himself choose to contest from Srinagar? It's a seat that has been with his father, Farooq Abdullah. What happens this time? Take a look at this report.
Five seats of Jammu and Kashmir will vote in 5 phases. This would be the first election in the region since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019. Former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir State, Omar Abdullah, hopes that people will respond through vote.
हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि हालात पे जो है मतलब जिस तरह हमें धोखा दिया गया, जिस तरह हमें बेइज्जत किया गया है, कम से कम और किसी तरीके से नहीं तो वोट के जरिए यहाँ से अपनी आवाज़ जो है वो बुलंद की जानी चाहिए. मैं उम्मीद करूँगा कि भारी तादाद में वोटर जो हैं श्रीनगर के वो आएंगे और 13 मई को अपने वोट का इस्तेमाल करेंगे.
The 2 major parties of the Union Territory, National Conference and People Democratic Party are part of INDI-Alliance with Congress. PDP has already announced its candidate list, while seat share formula between NC and Congress got finalized on 8th of April.
जहाँ तक इलेक्शन में उम्मीदवार उतारना ना उतारना ये पार्टी का अपना फैसला होता है. उन्होंने अपना फैसला ले लिया, ठीक है ना, जो होगा सो होगा.
इम्पैक्ट तो हर चीज़ का होता है, लेकिन वो हमारे अलायंस में हैं और बड़े सम्मानित हमारे अलायंस के मेंबर हैं. सीटों का एडजस्टमेंट नहीं हो पाया, बहुत प्रयास किया लेकिन वो नहीं हो पाया. एक वास्तविकता है, छोटे स्टेट में 3 सीट जो उनके पास नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के पास पहले से थी, तो वो सीट हम नहीं उनसे ले पाए, नहीं ले सकते थे, अपने लिए भी नहीं ले पाए, तो उनके लिए कैसे लेते अगर हम अपने लिए नहीं ले पाए. तो अब जो जमीनी वास्तविकता है उसको स्वीकार करना होगा.
जैसा कि अभी आपने सुना,
Former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir State, Mehbooba Mufti of PDP, is contesting 2024 Lok Sabha polls from a stronghold of Anantnag. Another former Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister, Ghulam Nabi Azad of DPAP, though has been nominated by his party to contest against PDP Supremo, now seems to be in two minds.
वोट के बंटवारे का तो उनकी मुकम्मल कोशिश है, जिस तरह उन्होंने उधमपुर की सीट पे उम्मीदवार उतारा है। अब सुनने में आया है कि अनंतनाग की सीट पे वो कैंडिडेट नहीं ला रहे हैं या खुद इलेक्शन लड़ नहीं रहे हैं। जाहिर सी बात है कि कमांड कहीं और से आ रहा है। फैसला जरूर आज़ाद साहब कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कमांड किसी और के हाथ में है।
हमने ठान लिया।
National Conference Chief and another former Chief Minister of the erstwhile state, Farooq Abdullah, has decided to stay away from contesting this elections. He is busy campaigning. This leaves the seat of Srinagar open. Speculations are rife whether his son and former Chief Minister of the region, Omar Abdullah, will choose to contest from the capital of the Union Territory. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, joining me now to understand what's happening in Jammu and Kashmir, Sunil Ji Bhatt, our correspondent based in Jammu. Appreciate your joining us, Sunil. What's the sense you get from this India-Alliance? Leaving out the PDP, tying up, the Congress tying up with the National Conference, Ghulam Nabi Azad also set to contest. Makes sense for us. Give us the big picture as it's emerging in this big election in Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, Rajdeep, after the abrogation of Article 370 and 35A, all these regional, political parties in Jammu and Kashmir had come together and they had said that they will fight together and they will work for the restoration of Article 370 and 35A. But Rajdeep, much water has flown down the Vitasta since then. And now, there is clear split within the India bloc parties in Jammu and Kashmir. There have been rallies that were held in other parts of the country where Mehbooba Mufti attended those rallies, Farooq Abdullah attended those rallies, and they said that they were going to, fulfill the agenda of the India-Alliance. But on ground, there is a clear split, and PDP, was eyeing the Anantnag seat. PDP wanted that this seat should be given to them, but National Conference did not concede any ground. National Conference made it clear that they were going to fight on 3 Lok Sabha seats on which they won last time. So the Congress had no option, and that is why the Congress saw a better deal. They thought that allying with the National Conference is going to benefit them, and that is why there is some understanding that has emerged between the National Conference and the Congress party. National Conference is going to contest from Srinagar, Baramulla and Anantnag, and Congress is contesting from Jammu, Udhampur and Ladakh. Congress has already, announced its candidates for Jammu and Udhampur. National Conference has announced its candidates from the Anantnag.
So essentially you're saying Congress focuses on the Jammu region and Ladakh. The National Conference becomes the premier player within the India-Alliance as far as the Kashmir Valley is concerned. Mehbooba Mufti has already made it clear she will contest Anantnag. So there you have two India ally potentially in a face-to-face contest in Anantnag. We'll see how all that plays out. These are all tough states to make sense of, but Sunil Ji Bhatt explaining the basis of that alliance. Thanks very much for joining me. Okay, let's give you a quick wrap of what else is making the headlines on the election trail. A big setback for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. A Delhi High Court today dismissed the Chief Minister's plea on claiming that his arrest was illegal. The court said the Enforcement Directorate had acted as per the law. Sources now say Kejriwal will move the Supreme Court challenging his arrest but remains in judicial custody. The Election Commission has cracked the whip yet again on sexist netas. Poll body has sent a show cause notice to the Congress's Randeep Surjewala for an alleged sexist slur against the BJP's Hema Malini. It's the Trinamool Congress versus the Delhi police. The TMC finally called off a 24-hour dharna claiming misuse of central agencies. The Delhi police claim the TMC netas were using the police station to play politics. Union Home Minister Amit Shah was in Tinsukia campaigning for Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. Tinsukia is part of Dibrugarh constituency. Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma was also part of Amit Shah's roadshow. Okay, it's time to wrap up this edition of Elections Unlocked. We leave you though with images from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's whole campaign. He's crisscrossing the country, spent the morning in Pilibhit in Uttar Pradesh campaigning for for State Minister Jitin Prasad. Remember, this is the first time in decades this BJP stronghold, neither Menaka Gandhi nor her son Varun Gandhi are contesting. By evening, the Prime Minister was in the south. From Uttar Pradesh, the Prime Minister reached Tamil Nadu, where he did a road show in the state capital of Chennai. Tamil Nadu is voting in the first phase on April 19, and this is the Prime Minister's 7th visit to Tamil Nadu in just the last 2 months. With that, we say, Vanakkam, which would be hello there, and we need to say good night, or Nandri. Thanks for watching India Today. Bye for now.